How's it? Today is Monday, November 17th. It is a Snatch day, and today was very interesting. I woke up this morning with the most vicious headache ever. I felt very nauseous as I sat up and tried to get out of bed, and it was just, I didn't feel like I was okay. I very, very, very seriously contemplated not lifting weights today, but I did know that I needed to be at the gym for my client. So I was like, okay, if I'm awake now, I'm just going to try anyway and kind of just make lemonade with the lemons that life has given me. And I did. I did very, very well today. The snatch push press plus overhead squats up to 112 today. The goal was to do 3 plus 1 because that's what I did last week, because last week was quite challenging. But I actually did a lot better today than I expected to. And I think a lot of it is due to my warm up here. You can see as I'm pushing up, my elbows there's like a little space where my elbows get a little light, I guess, or like the momentum from the bar keeps pulling me upwards, and then I get kind of pulled off of my heels. It's much more noticeable at 40 than it is at 60, and I don't think it happens too much at 80. But it's like the idea of trying to keep my elbows aggressive. That is really what's been getting me through a lot of the Friday lifts, and I think that is going to help me a lot moving forward. Of course, that helped me tremendously today. Here is my last warm up set at 100, and I feel like I was able to actually do the weight that I wanted to do today because of this extra warm-up set, which I think last week I totally didn't even have a warm-up at that weight. But here is 112. You can see here it says 3 plus 3 because I actually, instead of just kind of aiming for 3 plus 1, my original goal was to do 3 plus 3 because last week was a weird situation where I wasn't able to do 3 overhead squats. And I am so happy with this. I don't know if this is a PR or what, but it is definitely the most I've done this year. It could be a PR of 3 plus 3. In an ideal world, I would be able to progress and be able to snatch this pretty soon, but I'm quite far from that, and that's okay. Afterwards, I did my block power snatch plus block snatch, or I attempted to. Last week was when I encountered a lot of problems trying to do block power snatch doubles. So I made the audible last week to move to block power snatch plus block snatch. And towards the end of last week's snatches, I was like, okay, maybe I might need to just go straight down to full block snatch doubles. But I still wanted to try today and see where I would get to. These are not, I don't even call these close to power snatches, but they are definitely above where my lowest point of catching is. And so that is something that it's not the goal of anything that I'm trying to attempt, but it is definitely a lot better than had I gone over and just tried to just do complete full range of motion snatches. Does that make sense? Yeah, here's my first set. So again, like I mentioned, that first rep was totally not a power snatch. This second one is probably going to be a little bit better, but again, not a power snatch. I'm not trying to sell you the dream that I had that this is a power snatch. These are basically full block snatches. Somewhere in between. Here's my third rep here, my third attempt. Definitely failed that first lift. Felt a little bit weird on my shoulders, but that's okay. I am pretty happy with the outcome for the first movement that I did. The snatch push press plus overhead squat. Ooh, yeah, not feeling super great right there. But again, it is okay. Moved into my snatch pulls here. Went up to 120, which is a lot. 120 is very heavy. Look at how pitched forward I get on that first movement. This is not great, but I'm very surprised that I'm able to move it the way that I am. It's not perfect, but it's definitely not like I'm struggling to do like a snatch deadlift, or the clean deadlift that's gonna happen probably on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens with this moving forward, but um, I think this can actually be kept here. If anything, then maybe depending on how Wednesday goes, I might be able to change how this feels next week. But that is a call that I'll make on Wednesday. After that, I did my GHD sit-ups and then my pull-ups, and that was it. Um, I have to go into work pretty soon, but I don't know if I will be able to because I feel very, very like nauseous and my head is still pounding. I think it might be because Saturday night to Sunday morning I kind of didn't sleep well. Like I don't even think I slept like properly. Does that make sense? Like it was like a nap. And then I woke up and I was like, oh snap, I gotta get to work. Food was still out, light was still on. That still happens to me here and there. And I guess from Sunday to this morning, it's just not. I didn't give myself the correct amount of rest. So yeah, we'll see if I end up working. I'll definitely be going in, and if that gets sent home, then I get sent home. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.